Good morning, YouTube, or good afternoon, or good night. Today I'm going to be talking about how cults are started. We all are familiar with a cult or you know, group of people who have a distinct belief and are very cultist and very isolated to the out society that we live in. I'm going to use a couple examples and explain how cults are formed. Because this video is specifically how cults are formed. So anytime you come across a cult, they always have a specific, distinct, special belief about something. There was this cult called Heaven's Gate. They all end up eventually killing themselves because they believed the world was going to end and it was going to happen very soon. You have cults like Jim Jones, and he ended up ultimately, all of them ended up being killed or killing themselves. But cults don't just form overnight. Cults build up. You have mainly, most of the time, a cult is surrounded by one person, one charismatic leader, one profound leader, one person who's very, in a way, he brings people together. And inherently, there's nothing wrong with bringing people together. It's the basis of how you're bringing people together. So cults are started over time. I'm going to give you a brief history on the Jim Jones cult. Jim Jones, he wasn't, you know, straight out the gate telling people to kill themselves and killing people. Jim Jones started as a apostolic preacher, preaching in small Christian circuits and preaching with other Baptist preachers and preaching with all these evangelicals. He seemed like a regular preacher. But over time, as his personality built and as his fan base built, or as his supporter built, he started changing his doctrine and his teachings. See, cults, it don't start off like this. Hey, I'm a cult leader. It gradually builds over time. Over time, people build these personalities. People build these belief systems that make you distinct from everybody else. For example, I brought up the Heaven's Gate cult. They believe that dying or committing suicide was a good thing. They believed the world was going to end. And they were really firm about their belief. This idea that, the world's going to end and killing yourself is a good idea, that is a very radical cult-like behavior. Anytime there's a belief system that's very distinct from common religious norms, you may be in a cult. But how these cults start, it starts from people looking for hope. Just like how people always go to religion when they're at the worst part of their lives. Religion help people to, clean themselves up, live a moral life, change their ways. It gives people a way out. That's what religions do. But also, there's cults who disguise themselves as religious. And just like a religion, a cult can also give people peace, give people a sense of identity, because that's what religion pretty much is. Religion gives people identity and purpose and reasons to live. A lot of cult leaders, they prey on vulnerable, broken people, because those people are more apt to fall into teachings of helping, self-help, or finding meaning. Cult leaders always look for people who are looking for a way out, a hope, meaning of life. And that's how it starts. It starts with disguising as a religion or disguising as this authority from God or from this authority from the universe, and using that authority to deceive people and eventually destroy their lives and, ending up abusing them. So just like how a religion helps people, and many times a lot of religious people, they preach to those who are broken. And there's nothing wrong with that, because there's people who are broken and need change. But that formula is the same formula that cult leaders use. They use this formula of preaching to those who are weak, downtrodden, stressed out, depressed, and use that to manipulate them and get them into their group. And they eradicate them, they abuse them. And cults are started by those who are manipulative and very prolific and very charismatic, abusing their natural given ability to, draw people in and tricking them, stealing their money, abusing their families. And it starts over time. It's not just like this. They pretend, they use these outlets and draw people in and then give them radical beliefs and destroy their lives. So cults are not started overnight. Cults are sometimes disguised as religions and destroy people's lives. So how do we fix this issue? We need to tell people to be aware of certain behaviors and abuse and manipulation. We need to educate people on those things. It's not going to get rid of all cults and all dangerous people out there who want to hurt people and hurt families, hurt people, hurt children. It's not going to get rid of all of it, but it will make people be aware when you're weak, people will try to prey on you and destroy your lives. And I feel like educating people on methods and the realities of cults will help people in the long run and in the future from falling to these cults and being abused. This video is about how cults are started and how it affects people's lives. My name is Isaiah. Thank you for watching this video.